Well, let's highlight one man then in particular, because Volk's in midfield. He's been one of their sort of star performers, certainly as far as his stats are concerned. I mean, for a team that have been struggling down there, Ben, it's not a bad return, is it? 5 goals, 3 assists from that sort of midfield position, that deep midfield position. But we've seen that some of his assists have come from a particular weapon he has in his arsenal, which of course is the long throw. But he's somebody that Leeds don't have to keep quiet, but just have to be wary of, don't they?
They have to be wary of, yeah. It's quite surprising to start having 5 goals being a defensive midfield player, because you expect him just to kind of sit in front of the back four, not really get involved in too much. But he's a player when probably wide free kicks, corners coming in, he gets himself in the box and he can become a nuisance, because he's one of them players where when you're defending a set piece, you put your big for big. Yeah. Your centre halves mark their strikers, mark their centre half. So he's the kind of player that kind of goes under the radar. But
can hit a free kick as well.
He can, yeah, it's one of them rare ones. The celebration, not too bad either.
Not bad. It doesn't beat your lobster, though, does it?
It does not beat the lobster one little bit, but he's someone you've got to be careful of. But that's his main weapon there, launched it into the box, and it's so hard to defend against them long throws. But like I said, we can't worry about these long throws coming in or setting up against them. Just think, right, be the first to it, deal with it, and it's the second ball that's massive on them.
Now, obviously, when you're talking about a team that's down towards the bottom end of the table and they are in a relegation dogfight, it's easy to sort of talk about the cliches about them being a set-piece side, but these stats back that up. Only 27 goals scored this season, 12 of them have come from set pieces. So when you are a group of players, Ben, who know maybe you're not as talented as other groups of players in the team, how much emphasis do you put on set pieces then to try and get your goals? Because we know they're crucial in the Championship.
Oh, massive, because that says it all. They realise they've got good players that can put balls into areas which are difficult to defend against, long throws again. But all these kind of things, it's second balls, and I think they'll work really hard on the second balls, getting groups of players around areas where they think the ball will drop down, and that'll be key on Saturday, because if they win that kind of battle, it's going to be very hard, because obviously when they get in these positions, they're going to be joyed by it, they're going to be excited, they might get like a kind of a buzz thinking they're going to get a goal out of it, and good touch them on the Sheffield United game. This is how they got back into that as well, because like I say, the amount of second balls are kind of winning them areas, they're always kind of seem to be in and around it.
And set pieces are the great leveler, aren't they? You could be dominating a team, you could have 75% possession, you're absolutely in control, there could just be one goal in it, all of a sudden they manage to get a corner out of nothing, and then do you start to get a little bit nervy about it, Ben?
Of course you do, and it's natural to that, being in a situation where you're defending and you can feel the pressure. You can't really like put a word to it, but you can feel the pressure, the crowd get behind it as well, and obviously it was rolling into the town top of the table as well. The crowd are going to be on top of that all day long.